Hey, what's going on, everybody? So we're finally back to building. I've decided to just get this episode done, because I know the programming episode was probably hella boring. So I decided to just get started with this right away. So I'm gonna get this video out today, and hopefully it'll be interesting. So today we're doing some row houses. This was originally an idea that I had that I wanted to do, and I remember in the second episode it was a little hard to hear because I kind of fucked up the audio, but I had like a divine intervention epiphany of what I wanted to do behind the car dealership there, and it was this. I had a vision in my brain, and it all like just clicked in like a fantastical, like biblical experience, and here we are, putting that plan into action. So I guess we all have God to thank for this fantastic piece of the town over here. I'm actually super pleased with how it looks. Oh my god, it looks so good. Maybe it's just because I'm on like a building high right now. That happens a lot actually, where I will like make a building and then I'll be like, oh my god, this looks so good, and I can't stop like thinking about how good it looks, and then like a month later I'm like, yeah, who the fuck cares? But I think it looks really awesome, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. This is technically 2 days worth of work. The video that you're seeing now is Friday night, so that was the night after I had spent the whole day messing with lighting fixtures and trying to get those to work. So this was the day after the tech rehearsal, and I got this done because I put out a Discord announcement that said we're looking for an interior designer, which I'll talk about a little bit later, but I wanted to get this done so I could send it to one of our candidates and have them work on it. So that's why I did it so late. But yeah, it didn't take me that long actually. That's one of the good things about doing this building style, is that this stuff does not take me that long, and it still looks pretty good, which is something I'm really happy about. One of the things with the old Rockhaven style is the attention to detail in places where it does not matter. So things like window trim and trim on the outside of the building and on the interiors, and like just stuff that takes forever that you like barely even notice. I've gotten rid of that stuff because it's a pain in the ass, and it slows development by a significant amount. So anyway, 3 minutes into the video, I'll stop yapping and start talking about important things. So this was an idea that I knew I wanted to include just based off of the reference photos that I have for Lakeview, which I showed in the second episode, I believe. So I knew this was going somewhere, and I'll probably do more houses like this in different parts of Lakeview. But these are going to be facing the lake, and you can see it right there where the coast is. So these are going to be some very nice high value properties. So I guess now is a good time to talk about like housing ownership and stuff. Housing ownership has always been something that I've really wanted to do well in Rockhaven ever since we started. I am carrying over the philosophy of like there needs to be things to earn and to do in this game. I feel like that's something that a lot of row states lack, is like, what do you do with the money that you earn other than like buy a car? So on top of the car purchasing experience, which I've talked about, is it's an experience. I don't think I've talked about it too much. I might have like made a couple announcements about it, but like it's not just like you press the buy button, you know, like you get the car and you customize it a little bit. Like you have all the manufacturer options about like interior color and exterior color and the different license plates you want, and then on top of that you can do aftermarket modifications as well, and are encouraged to, because they make the car look better. And so you have something to spend your money on and something to look forward to keep playing the game for. And another one of those things is houses, because I really want, you know, I want it to be more than just a game you hop on and, you know, do some boring roleplay and then leave. I want it to be a game that is like, you know, you actually feel like you belong, if that makes sense. So the houses are going to be, it's a very interesting system. So you can either rent or purchase. So for example, these row houses here will be purchasable properties, and it's gonna kind of follow the Mayflower example of, or like scenario, where if you buy a property, it's yours throughout every server. So the only conflict I see with that is if there's 2 servers and 2 people try to buy the same house, in which case I don't know how I'm gonna handle that. Somebody will get a refund, I guess. But I mean, there really isn't anything I can do to stop that. But as long as I work around the edge case scenario there, we should be fine. So yeah, you can purchase a property, in which case it will be indefinitely yours across all servers. So even if you aren't in the game, it'll still say your name on the house as well. So, you know, that's pretty cool. And then for the renting stuff, that'll be for like apartments and whatnot. So you can rent it out, and that will be per 10 minutes. So you will have access to that apartment, or, well, I guess per 10 minutes, like a small fee per 10 minutes, something like that, or maybe 20. So you will own that apartment, and even if you leave the server, you will still own it as well. So it's kind of like the same thing where like 2 people from different servers rent something. So that's kind of the plan. Like, as long as you're in the game, you rent it and you have it. So for like short-term stuff, it would make more sense to rent it, and I'm gonna make those prices pretty cheap. I do want it to be like accessible. Like, I want people to be able to experience it. I don't get like locking that stuff behind a paywall, cause like I want people to experience it. Like, I'm putting this effort into it to make it look cool and be enjoyable. I want people to actually experience it, not have to pay exorbitant prices for it. So the renting will probably be pretty cheap, but the owning the houses, that will be more expensive because it's more prestigious. It's more important. There's also different like customizable stuff that comes with it. So like with apartments, you can change the interior style. So you can change. You have like an option between a couple different styles. So like, just off the top of my head, you might have like a tropical theme, or you might have like a modern theme, or maybe you have like a Tuscan theme. So just like different themes to choose for your apartment. But for the houses, you will have a lot more customizability, so you can change things like the interior wall color, possibly exterior wall color. I don't know, because I really don't want to give people the ability to change the colors of these brick houses, because bricks in Roblox are one of those things where you have to find a very good color, otherwise it looks like ass. And I don't want houses to look like ass. No, I will let you change it. It'll just be preset colors. So like, you can't do like some lime green, because that's just really ugly and it ruins the immersion and makes the game look like ass. So you have a couple preset colors that I've tested that look good for the brick, and then you can change that. And then you can also change the interior wall colors, and you can change the floor color or floor material, along with the furniture style. So I think, yeah, it'll be the same styles as the apartment, except it only changes the furniture physically. So like, you can still change the wall color and the exterior color, and then you also have decorations as well. This is something I'm super excited for. Seasonal decorations for your house. So you can like enable Christmas lights to go on your house, or like Halloween lights, maybe some jack-o'-lanterns out front or whatever. So you kind of just enable seasonal decorations, and then they show up on your house, which I think is super, super awesome. I really want to do that so bad. I think that is just the coolest thing ever. Can you imagine like just driving through a neighborhood, or like even just right here, like all of these row houses with their Halloween decorations up, or like Christmas lights up? Oh, that's so cool. And maybe I'll even have different styles of Christmas lights. So like, you have a colorful, fun one, and then you have like the white Christmas kind of style. Ooh, I'm getting ideas, folks. I'm getting ideas. Housing is one of those things that I just really want to I want to do really bad because I think it's super awesome. So yeah, the houses will have more customizability than the apartments, but you still have some customizability with apartments, just not as much as the houses. So let's see, plans for across the street. The area, like I said before, the area across from these houses is like a coastal area. So I think what I'm gonna do for this area specifically, I'm trying to decide, because I have a couple things. So I have a lakeside park and a marina that I want to have. And there could be more than one lakeside park as well. I just don't know if I want to add it here or not. I want to be able to balance the, like, important locations in the town, so I don't want to have something as important as the car dealership, like, right next to another super important thing. I want to have them spread out, so, like, the whole town is somewhat important. So I think across from this will stay as it is now. I think that's what I'll do. Maybe I will add some like benches or whatever, like maybe some picnic tables and some benches there, but nothing too crazy. It'll be pretty far off of the coast, so like not directly on it, and then it'll have some little decorations and stuff, and then trees. That's the plan. But then further north, which is up, so like the right of where we're looking right now, that will have more of the park and marina and stuff. So that's kind of the plan for that. And then next episode, this is something undecided. For the first time in history, I'm recording this without knowing what the next episode is. Because the recording that you're seeing right now, the second row house style, is actually one that I literally just finished like 20 minutes ago, and now I'm recording this for it. The houses don't take that long, so the recordings are only like a half hour each. So I just kind of mashed them together since it's this one whole area. And I don't know what the next episode is going to be. There's a couple options. We could do the gas station way up the road. We could do the bank. We could do the town hall. I don't want to do the police station or fire station just yet because I want to have a more general idea of what the place is going to look like. Honestly, it might be like a retail plaza, because I think the area to the right of this needs to be retail. Maybe that's just the Firestone V2 talking, but I definitely think it should be retail next to it, so we have like a little plaza there, like a strip mall or something, and we can do that. So that is more or less it. I think when I'm done with that on the next episode, I will go ahead and change the ending of the video to have some kind of like little tour set to music. So I'll post like a couple screenshots of what the game looks like. It's kind of hard to see the game and what it looks like from studio because there's a lot of things like streetlights and the trees and the seats and stuff that aren't initialized until the game starts, because I like to have them visible for dev purposes but not visible in the game. So it's kind of hard to tell what that stuff looks like from studio. So next episode I'll do that. I'll have like a little montage of what the game looks like so far, set to some music so you guys can see what it actually looks like, because it's pretty cool. It's pretty fire. But other than that, that is all I have for this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one.